That sounds so advanced, but it's really simple. Do not be turned off from this. It is talking about happiness, how to be happy. What does it mean to be a good person? The Greek had this word for happiness, which is a beautiful word called eudaimonia, and it sort of translates vaguely to flourishing as an individual. And this is something I think about a lot, and I can sort of make sense out of it. I used this book a lot in my previous video that I talked about last year about the ideas of habit, because the Greeks understood habit and how it can lead to good virtues, while bad habit obviously leads to bad virtues. But it's not just about becoming this amalgamation. I almost used a tough word there, but I give up. Amalgamation. Sort of this new millennia idea of how you should be. The more you achieve, the more you show people that you're doing. That is not the answer. If anything, that just leads to another attachment. But Aristotle talked about the golden mean and this sort of balance instead of your life. I'm looking forward to refresh my ideas on it. I think it's just incredibly useful and valuable for people to read. Next is more for me. You don't have to read this. I'll say you have to read a classic. I think so many people don't want to read classic literature, but that is just a huge mistake. I can never say it right. Don Quixote, The Count of Monte Cristo, Moby Dick. Actually, I wasn't huge on Moby Dick. I read Catch 22 recently too, which is another classic. I just think that was hilarious. I loved it actually. But classic literature maybe seems a bit dull, but they are classic for a reason. Every time I read one, it's just an amazing experience. And my favorite, I don't know if it even counts as a classic, but my favorite is the Iliad. I love the Iliad so much. I've had such a weird experience with it because when I was a kid, I think around 11 or 12, I was so into the Troy War history. I don't know why. I think I read about it somewhere, like a comic version, and I wanted to know everything there was about it. How tall were the walls? I wanted to remember all the years. And then you find out about things that, you know, may or may not have happened, you know, with Achilles fighting Hector and all these things. I just thought it was so cool. I couldn't believe not everyone was talking about it. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It was basically my Marvel of the time, you know? I was like, the gods are helping in all these battles? That's the coolest thing ever.